Hello! Pull up a chair and join us in the alcove, here with episode 32 of our homebrewed 5th edition D&D campaign, the Chaoslands. We're back! Yay! Woo! As always, before we begin, we have a handful of quick announcements to get through, so let's do that. Now that we're back, we will again be going live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on both Twitch and YouTube. And you can find our WODs on both services going forward, available immediately after the stream ends. Give us a follow, a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We would really appreciate it. While you're following us on the streaming platform, you'll also find links to all of our social media accounts, our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Go ahead and follow those for all the latest news, schedule updates, as well as awesome character art, profile, and other fun things. Hopefully more content coming as well soon. I know I've been going through all the playtest stuff. We'll be posting that to our YouTube channel, sharing that.
One got posted last night, I think.
I think so,
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, just more stuff coming soon. We're back. We're getting back into the swing of things as winter approaches. Winter is coming.
Oh no.
That's gotta be trademarked somewhere.
Probably.
By us, we should do it.
Also, a big shout out to Syrinscape, because epic games need epic sound. Syrinscape is a digital toolset with a collection of amazing sound sets and music that we use to improve the ambiance of our game and stream. If you're looking for a way to improve the immersion at your RPG table, go check them out at Syrinscape.com.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I did the right way because I totally forgot about that, to be honest with you. I saw your elbow go up. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we made it. It's also been a year since we started streaming.
Yeah.
Wow, it's good to be back.
1 year. How many sessions did we do? We did
This is 32.
32.
So 32 plus, I think we had a couple pre-tests, so around 34, 35 in a year.
Nice.
We made the year.
We did. Cool.
And now that the pandemic is over.
As we say, recovering from COVID.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we will have a more consistent schedule, at least in the winter, and moving forward. All right, well, unless there's anything, I think...
Give me 2 seconds, let me
Astra
find
will
it.
not
It's been
be
too long. Wait, where is it?
We'll see.
Up in the air.
I found it. Okay.
She's stuck in her
Yeah,
mind palace.
yeah. Astra probably won't make it tonight. Satch. She's looking after puppy life.
Okay. Well, that's all the announcements, so...
She's eating puppies? What?
That's what veterinarians do, right? They eat puppies.
Previously on the Chaoslands.
Not a doctor.
Waiting.
I'm going to do a little bit of a longer recap this time because it's been a while.
Yo.
Oh, thank you.
In the Magitech city of Schema, a group of adventurers known as the Iron Will, that's you guys, in case you didn't remember, brought together by chance or perhaps fate, has spent the past few weeks working on a device that could help solve the city's rapidly deteriorating power shortage. A device designed to harvest energy from the strange storms of red lightning that are more common in the vicinity of the city, just outside the Riften Ring. This project has led them to learn the strange natures and secrets of these lightning rifts, many of which are strange to almost everyone else in the entire realm. Everybody tends to avoid them, and unforeseen consequences, and people never returning in danger and peril. But this group seems to almost foolhardily run straight into the storm. You learned of the strange effects that these rifts have on time and space and matter, and at great personal risk to yourself, managed to harvest some of the energy, using it to restore power to one of the wards of the city by connecting the device you had built to the towering conduit spire in the middle of the district. Despite the spire no longer containing a shard of the Attribution, an ancient relic that powers most of Schema's Magitech prior to you all's work, the energy provided by your device seems to be functioning similarly, and should sustain the ward for a few years. As you left the spire, you discovered life returning to the ward, both in terms of nature and greenery, but also the denizens of the city, realizing that they could seemingly return back to their homes with the power restored, and things seemingly going back to normal, or whatever passes for normal in Schema. Making your way back through Ward 1, you decided to instead begin focusing on a different yet equally time-sensitive problem. A very powerful and influential man named Ezekiel Mirlar, and his associate, Lyra Lovelace, bind Arkmir in a magical vow of service. In order to remain alive, Arkmir is forced to hunt for and bring to justice
Alive.
one of 3 targets or threats currently on Ezekiel's radar. It's on the trail of one such individual, Hezeric Umdana, a former associate of Ezekiel's who has defected to a rival faction that we find your group today.
Why is that?
What?
Sorry, no.
On the trail of Hezeric, and still processing the stranger and stranger phenomena that you all keep encountering as you learn more about the Chaoslands and about each other. We begin this session the morning after a long rest,
Yay, so we did complete that?
on the upper floor of the Sleepy Nomad Tavern, near the gate leading out of Ward 1.
Nomad with a G.
Correct.
I know I already did mine because I'm back to full health, and I was not full health in the last fight.
How many?
I have 3
Three
levels
left
of exhaustion
now.
left.
3 levels.
Yeah.
Okay. Better than 5. That's better than 5.
Yeah.
So, as you all wake up,
Astra. Yeah, well, I
actually,
need
the first thing that you notice is that Astra is missing.
He killed her. That's odd. Kelthier, I know you're a little tired, but did you happen to see Astra sneak out, or is she...
So, question for you. Astra and I were, we were up at the same time
Yes.
through the evening, and I did my long
She did
rest.
eventually go to sleep, I think, right?
I believe so, but I did my long rest first because I had so much exhaustion, and then I would have been up for the rest of the night. So, did I see her leave?
About a little bit before sunrise, you were looking around, and when you looked back, she was not there.
Interesting. I'm not entirely sure where she went. I was just looking about as I would any other morning, and she was gone. I don't think there was any foul play.
All of her
here.
belongings were not there. Her bedroll was not there.
Oh, she
There's
left
almost
us
no
for
trace
good.
of Astra anywhere in the room.
She's no longer part of the Iron Will, I guess.
This wouldn't be the first time that Astra's run off. Maybe
Maybe she had to go back to the tower, but it'd be interesting how she would get there. I mean, the way she explains north, it seems pretty far. Well, north.
But what I was getting at is last time she needed to run off just to grab some paper. She might be.
But why would she take all her belongings? That makes no sense.
I'm not sure.
Unless she figured she would be a little bit longer and knew we were just staying here for the night, but as long as we don't think she was taken. Is there any sign of a struggle?
Not really.
Fucking clawing on there.
Were any of you awake on guard with her during the night?
Yes, I was. She simply left or disappeared. I didn't hear her.
She was okay. Was she upset?
No. Just having a normal conversation, and she went to bed. And as I was just wandering about, I came back and she was gone.
Are we able to send her a message just to make sure she's okay?
I
I
can't.
mean, she seems to speak to people.
I think Astra gave you something.
Vial of mustache potion.
It's not on you.
Wait,
I don't have it.
what'd you call it? Mustache?
Anything.
Yeah, she left it.
as you all start to kind of
left
look
me.
around,
Yeah.
and you realize like you're going through your things,
Oh.
like anything that she gave you, anything is gone.
Oh, even like the odor.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
I
look for
think
that.
I also had one of those pouches.
Yeah.
Huh, it
Each
seems
of those pouches is missing.
What the?
it seems like Astra's fully disappeared. Maybe the fake boy in the wall took her. Who maybe she opened that little watch thing she has, compass, and I don't know. But perhaps we should message her and just ensure she's okay. Seems a little weird that she would have done this.
Were you all sleeping in the same room, or would you have had multiple rooms in the tavern?
If it was a tavern, probably multiple, I would think. Or did we even bother? Because you were really tired. I know we put you on the fucking bed for sleep.
Yeah, I slept for.
I'm gonna guess we if it's just a tavern, I'm gonna guess we probably had 2 rooms beside each other, couple rooms, if that's the way this tavern
Usually
works.
we wouldn't do individual rooms.
No,
I think it'd buddy up or something.
at least 2 rooms though.
Yeah.
Countley, with your passive investigation, you're the first person who notices. In one of the rooms, there's almost like a wash basin with a small mirror beside it. The mirror's broken into shards. They're cracked throughout. Still together, but it's cracked throughout.
And that was there before. I recall seeing it.
You recall seeing it. The
and
mirror
it
was
wasn't
there.
broken before.
Was it our mirror again? He seems to like mirrors.
Yeah. Stay away from this.
The question: did that encounter with the mirror that Arkmir had? Did that result in a shattered mirror? No.
I don't even know if any of us
think
saw
I
it except
broke the
you
mirror,
too.
or tried to.
Yeah, I was there in that room, but I was able to snap you
I
away
think
from it.
they
Kind
pulled
of.
you away from the mirror. The mirror was still
Yeah.
there.
Oh no, I struggled to break away from that thing.
Yeah.
For a while.
And the whole vision thing that happened was the day before.
You didn't pull me away.
What vision though?
At the end of the spire thing.
Yeah,
Where we
that
all
would have
left.
been
Yes, that
earlier
was the day
that
before.
day.
Yes.
Earlier the day before.
Yes.
Right. Got it.
Oh,
I'm gonna try sending a message.
Yep.
Astra, Calthea here. Are you all right? Appears you left with all your belongings. Unlike you two, disappear without a word.
No response. And a sudden burst of static shock in your head that almost gives you a little bit of a headache, and then just
Well, that's new.
Analog signal.
did she respond?
No, there was no verbal response, though some sort of interference or something. I'm not sure. This ability is somewhat new to me, so I'm not entirely familiar with all the capabilities and restrictions. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm being blocked or that's just what happens if I'm unable to make a connection with that person. They're too far away. I thought I'd be able to speak to someone anywhere, but
I mean, we've seen a lot of strange things the last few days. I mean, there's some form of time travel or space travel. She's talking about an imaginary friend. Maybe he stole her. It seems a little odd, but she does carry that little thing with her. Maybe.
I'm trying to remember this as a tabletop question, and maybe you can make me roll for it if it's if I remember. What did Astra say she saw?
She was at the tower reading.
Yeah, she was
Her
in a
books.
tower. She was in a
Reading
tower
books.
reading
Okay.
books. Is
Okay.
what she told us.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
looked at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Looked
like,
it
I
up.
couldn't remember
Yes.
exactly what
Oh,
she
so
saw.
We know that's not
Okay.
what she saw.
Yeah,
but
but-
she
okay,
said all she
so-
saw was her at a tower reading books.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine then.
On new ropes.
Yeah.
Wearing new ropes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My story.
Well,
Said it's in a pool of money or something.
Yeah, you were swimming in gold.
that's a little concerning for sure.
Swimming in a pond of gold.
I'm not quite sure where we go from here. Obviously, we kind of have some pressing matters at hand, but I sure hope Astra's okay. But
She knows. We don't have any more of those letters, do we? The paper that
I don't think so. I think we've used both.
Well, I used the last one last night.
Oh.
Did you happen to send it to Astra?
No. Oh, she was just there. I didn't know. We gave one to somebody who.
Nipnor.
Yeah, Nipnor. And I used the other one last night.
Well, I'm not sure we should panic too much. I mean, she is quite the mysterious.
And we could always go to Clanco and buy more.
Yes.
Bastard is back.
I think if I'm unable to send a message, I don't think the letter would be any different and be able to reach her. I believe the same sort of location-based magic is at work there, at least to some degree. I was only asking, I know perhaps she already headed out towards where we're going, though I don't know why she would have pickpocketed all of us for the items that we gave her unless she's very upset with us.
That's very strange.
But maybe she headed out to go find something that she needed. She knows where we were going.
I mean, it is Christmas morning, so she probably went to go get presents for us.
I'm impressed if she could pickpocket all of us without waking one of us
Yes,
up.
that does
I
seem
wasn't
weird,
even
especially
asleep.
when
I don't know how she did it.
especially when she gave me a gift before bed and then would take it back. Seems a little unlike Astra, so I mean, without worrying too much, hopefully she's just on an errand that she needs some.
Without worrying too much, I'm freaking out.
Well, I understand, but
I have I can only do it so much in a day, but I will be able to periodically try to communicate with her. We can try to keep an eye out for her. She knows where we were going, though we can leave letters for her.
Oh,
We can
I
leave
can
some with
certainly
the
leave her a
tavern
letter.
keep here. They would know, they would recognize her, I think, and be able to give it to her if she came back here. Just saying where we're going, and then
well, she knew the plan anyway, so hopefully.
and we can continue to reach out to see if we can hear from her.
I wonder if there's any clues on the ground or on the room, so I'll look.
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna assist.
Oh, so I got it.
I'll give you advantage. You have pretty good investigation, right?
Nope.
8.
Should have looked.
Aside from the broken mirror, which you also find with no trace of anything.
There's no
At
trace
all.
of anything at all.
Like, you notice that anything that she
Must
gave
have
you,
been,
any gift, any present, anything that she bought for you, any trace of her existence outside of your memory, there's nothing.
Who's this Astra person?
Yeah.
Outside of your memory, there's nothing.
I just want to point out, when we were with the cylinder and also on the edge of the storm, I don't know if any of you noticed it, but she also wasn't affected in any way. She kept trying to convince us she was, but she's not a very good liar. So maybe she has the ability to, well, time walk like some of these people do.
Well, from what I've noticed, we're all impacted in some ways, at least being aged by the storm. But I think Astra made it clear to us that her age. I think she made it clear to us that her age fluctuates.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a little
Yeah,
weird.
she said some weird things about.
Which makes me wonder if she could be keeping something from us, but I won't speculate. But perhaps this person that she keeps talking with is actually a time traveler, like your sister or like Teddy. We don't know, and again, I don't want to think the worst, but hopefully wherever she is, she's alright, and we can keep checking in on her. I'll leave her a letter in this room, perhaps. Well, maybe not in the room in case somebody else comes in.
With the tavern keep.
But
would
with
be
the
best.
The letter sounds like a good idea.
And hopefully she's just gone for a little while.
And I'll be able to try communicating with her throughout the day.
I mentioned to her that I needed to go shopping and that we were on our way. She knew what the plan at the very least, so.
I mean, we don't even have anything to go on. Like, there's no thread of investigation. There's no sign of break-in.
There's no
There's
sign that she's in danger
no
other
tracks.
than she's gone.
There's nothing. There's just broken mirror.
Maybe she just ran off to go save a puppy.
I hear there was a sick one. But again, yes, like you said, there's nothing to
18
indicate.
puppies, what?
I am going to say I'll see if maybe there's something that I can see without just a regular vision. I'm going to sit down and begin to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Ooh.
Sit down in the room where she was staying. So
What does that look like?
I just sit down and draw. Actually, does it require? No, it's verbal and somatic, so there's no material component to it. So I just sit down and begin kind of like moving my hands and muttering some stuff in Elven. Yeah, I start doing the.
Yeah.
That's pretty magical.
Here's the church.
I can't remember. Do you guys? I forget. Do you speak Elvish? Anybody?
I speak Dwarvish.
I think I do.
I couldn't remember who.
It's been so long.
I know there was
Dwarvish
like
and
one
Norm-
other person once.
Dwarvish
who
and
could-
Normish.
who could I
Norm-
think it was.
Normish.
I think it's me.
Normish.
Normish.
Common.
Enormous.
Yeah,
Common
everybody
Dwarvish
else
Normish.
just be
Speaking
saying like,
three
you know,
languages.
Yes, I speak Elvish.
yeah, I'm saying stuff that sounds like really neat, but then to you, just hear me like, I'm gonna see you magic. I'm gonna see you. Show me.
Yeah.
but it's in Elvish.
Please show up.
Yeah.
You look around with your magical eyes, and you don't see anything immediately obvious. There's the faint trace of magic that are on all of you,
Right, yeah.
essentially. There's a faint trace of magic on the mirror, and a little bit of a faint, almost like a residual glow where you remember Astra sleeping, like
time
almost
jump.
like on the floor.
I need to go to the mirror.
Very faint.
You just walk up. Like,
What kind of magic?
Interesting.
Quite cool.
Question. On both on the mirror, there's traces of all sorts of magic.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I just tried writing
Faint-
Astra is, and I wrote
Faint
Astra
traces
is.
of conjuration, faint traces of
that's her
donation,
new name.
faint traces of enchantment, faint
Divination.
traces of illusion, faint
That's
traces of
interesting.
transmutation, faint traces of necromancy.
Question.
Almost the only thing that's not there is evocation.
Okay, sure.
Is items
It feels-
we gave her missing or there? Are they just there?
They're not there.
Damn it.
They're all in a
It's
pile.
almost like, and it's strange, it's like this prismatic glow almost that it's not really like anything you've seen before, to be honest.
If this is her, that'd be so funny.
And then the faint glow on the ground,
She's hiding in the closet.
Astra, you're back.
Yeah, sorry, go
the
ahead.
faint glow on the ground is conjuration,
Okay.
for sure.
Interesting. Well, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that mirror, but there are all sorts of. It's faint, but there's all sorts of magic about this mirror. Might explain why it's cracked.
Didn't you face a magic mirror the other day? What the fuck is wrong with the city of mirrors?
Yeah, I'm not going near any mirrors.
I want to just approach the side of the mirror, like I'm looking at it, but I'm just like poking it. It's just a broken
Like
mirror.
the side or the front, or like what are you?
I'm
poking?
approaching the side of the mirror, trying to avoid like looking into it.
Looks like a
just
normal mirror.
Just like you
You
panicked
touch
a little
the
bit.
surface of the mirror.
Yes.
He gets sucked in.
You don't see your reflection in it.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
A reflectionless mirror.
Do I see other do I see everyone else?
How did you start to take a look at it? No.
Oh, that's
So it
cool.
You
reflects
see the room,
that,
everything
I
in
was
the
gonna
room.
say.
Yeah.
This isn't even a
But you-
mirror.
This is a broken mirror. Well, it's literally broken.
Literally a broken mirror.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
wait, you go ahead.
Oh no! No, it's just, are you not seeing what we should be seeing?
So I,
With an 8 in investigation, you guys just didn't notice it earlier.
Yeah.
So,
so how big is the mirror?
it's like a small table mirror. It's not a big one.
And
It's
like,
like-
so like I can pick it up if I want, right?
probably. Yeah.
If I pick it up, I obviously I'm not seeing myself, but if I look around the room, with
it's
it.
cracked and
Yeah,
all
sure.
sorts of like. It's really hard to make out much specifically
her.
in it.
You wanna grab it? That's the thing he ordered.
So I
Or it's her.
of what I can make
thank
out,
God.
even if it is very like difficult to like, it's not a clear picture. I can't really see it, but does it look like?
You see all of the rest of the things in the room. You see the
Right.
floor. You see the bed. You see everything.
Okay, is there anything
You
else?
just don't see yourselves, all four of you. In it.
Right. If I take the mirror to a window and try pointing it outside, such that like that, at it like maybe a small piece that actually isn't cracked that I can look at, do I see outside or is it like?
The world
Yeah,
is on
outside.
fire.
So it's not a reflection
So, okay.
into another
You can see
dimension or
outside.
time period.
Alright.
Is that what you were asking?
But what?
No,
like,
I was just
alright.
trying to.
Here's my theory. Astra claims she sees a boy in the wall. Maybe the boy in the wall is real, which I doubt, but maybe he is, and he's in another time period like your sister or Teddy. Maybe the mirror is a way into that time period, and she got sucked in, and the only way out is with this mirror, so maybe we should take the mirror.
But that's so small.
Yes, but I don't know, you could like distort. Didn't you ever
You still have detect magic on, right?
Yeah, it lasts for 10 minutes.
The magic in the mirror disappears. It stops being magic. And then like 5 seconds later it glows up over again.
It's a time period portal.
And then like
impulses?
half a minute later, like very unpredictably, it stops being magical.
This
Like
is the key.
you stop seeing that glow of magical energy in the mirror,
Okay.
and then other times you see it.
It's a key. It's
And
a key to the
like-
time portal traveling.
While
thing.
that's happening, is anything in the reflection looking different?
Oh, do we come in and out? Yeah.
The glow is so strong that it's actually hard for you to make out.
Oh, like it's not even faint.
When it's glowing, it's the mirror itself is glowing fairly strongly when it is glowing.
Got it.
Do we see that, or is it only through detect magic? Do you see that?
Yeah,
Through detect
I'm
magic.
seeing
see.
the school of magic on it. There is something very strange about this mirror. The magic upon it seems to disappear and reappear at random intervals. I don't know why we can't see our own reflection, and I don't know what exactly the magic is per se that's being put on this, or where the source of that magic is.
Is this the only thing? You see magic in this room?
The only other thing that I saw, which is very faint, is just where Astra was sleeping. But I mean, I see magic on all of you, so it could just be that it's the kind of residual magic from where she was previously.
Wait, do you see magic in me?
Well, you have magic items on your persons, your little bracer and
Everyone has
hammer,
magic if
and
they just believe.
You have to
But,
believe.
but I just hit things.
you need to start believing in yourself.
Have you seen your weapon?
Yeah,
I mean,
You can grow into
yeah.
a giant.
You're able to double your size.
That's not normal.
He's just realizing this now.
So the runes on your weapon and your ring,
ring
clasp, yeah.
definitely glow. Not much else. But
Well,
You're a wizard.
again, I feel like we could theorize here what happened with Astra for a long time. Perhaps we take the mirror with us.
Let's take it with us for now in case it's a clue to perhaps where she went.
Could be another time that this mirror is a mirror. But anyway, so I've written up a letter at this point while they were walking around. We'll hand this letter to the barkeep or the whoever we
Who would
talked
like
to
to
last
hold on?
night.
Who would like to hold on to the mirror? I volunteer. I don't volunteer myself.
I mean, I can keep it in my pack. That's well, maybe I don't keep it in with the repulsor cylinder though,
I can hold it.
in
I
case
don't
they
mind.
steal that. But I say we continue. She knows the plan. We'll keep trying to check in with her, and if we don't hear from her, within the next day or two, perhaps we can start thinking outside the box. But for now, our
Well,
friend Arkmir is dying.
Magic.
yeah, like didn't Lyra come to your head and fucked you up yesterday or something like that?
It seems his.
How are you
yeah.
feeling?
Yes, it
by the
seems
way?
it seems like his lease on life is ending very soon. So
We need some results.
Let's say I have to be careful about what I say or talk about. I'm not even certain if being explicit about it here is safe for me.
There is something that I do want to try. We can have more of a conversation about it, but there is something that I think, if we're heading towards a market of sorts,
I need to buy a weapon.
there may be something that I could use that could help us should anything really bad fall upon us. That I'd like to acquire before we
Sure.
try anything or go too far.
Question for you, Calthier. Just while you're detecting magic around us, is there still anything watching us, a chance? I'm not sure, like is Scry like a magic?
So I know with Scry you can see a little glowing
You would-
thing.
you
You would
with
be able to see
invisibility.
what it is, but not that.
You've seen it once before. You've seen
Yeah.
something once before.
Yeah, you'd see something
You
there,
don't
but
see
not
that
what it
thing.
is.
Yeah.
But you have no idea whether it is a scry or whether there's a different spell.
That.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we don't see that.
So
I don't see anything at the moment.
So yes, if there's something you need, we are going to pass through the market ward. So I would just, in the effort of saving time for Arkmir here, perhaps we think of things we need along the way so we can be in and out.
That's
Yes.
word 4.
Right now we are actually on a time crunch with
Ward 5.
5.
We're in Ward 5.
Mr. Miralar's unfortunate.
You're just on the
Bomb.
edge of Ward 5. You're still in Ward 1.
Yeah, I don't think we actually made it to 5. I think we're like,
We were
Oh,
right
we're-
on the edge in a
yeah,
tavern.
we're in
Yeah.
Sleepy Nomad.
Yeah.
So I just need to pick up a new weapon. I'm trying a few things with my magic use, and I have a couple ideas. So I just need to stop by a weaponsmith, and then perhaps we can grab a couple potions because I think we actually used a few. Question mark player talk.
I have one.
I think.
I don't think I ever had one.
Oh
It's
no,
like
we did
all
get
the way.
them. No, we don't need that. I have 2 on me.
Yeah.
We picked some up before, and we gave some we gave
Oh,
some to her, but that's okay. No, we don't need potions.
But if there's anything else, if you need things, think of them now, and when we get there, maybe we can split up and re-meet. But if everybody's ready, we can.
Still have an apple.
Oh, I got lots of those.
Is Clanko's shop? Or is that?
It's behind us
Behind
He's
now.
us.
offering
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
Sure.
no, please.
You
don't
walked
have
past
that.
it in the last episode.
We didn't actually go in.
Yeah,
You were on a time crunch.
yeah, we
Yeah.
are still on set time crunch, but
And
You did see Teddy there.
yeah, but different timeline setting.
Or that's what you did.
Younger Teddy. Younger
and
looking Teddy.
Astra, if you're the boy is listening, you know our plan. Please don't die, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
When everybody walks out of the room, I'm gonna go over to the wall near where she was sleeping, where the magic was, and I don't have a good understanding of the knock, but I've been trying to I've been trying to reverse engineer it, and I'm gonna try to do some sort of knock that just says like
Give
what
us
I
that.
think maybe would be like, "Are you there?"
Make an intelligence check.
Oh come on, come on! You have disadvantage.
You got this.
Oh, not on a straight check.
It's saving throw.
It'd be
Ability
ability.
Tackles and
This
saving
This is not an
throws.
ability check.
Oh no,
though.
ability
This is
check.
an ability check.
Ability
Ability
check.
check, I do some.
It's
That's the
I'm
first
just,
one.
Just roll
very
a d20.
familiar with this.
Just a
Just roll
D20.
one.
Very
Just roll one
familiar.
d20. Don't even bother adding your intelligence. To be honest.
5.
He's just understanding it. He'll get it.
You make like a couple of knocks
Yeah,
that
he's
you
like,
feel
I
like
got this.
should be something, but you don't get it.
He like knocked the girl like sausage.
And I walk out.
He may have heard it.
You all leave the inn room that you were staying in,
I'll
and
pass.
you go downstairs to pay the bill for the room.
I think I did that last time,
I think so too.
but we'll say we're doing it now.
As you walk up to the desk,
Yeah.
the woman there recognizes you, looks up. Yep, there's a message here for you all.
Oh,
An envelope
Oh,
that
Astra.
came in the early morning.
oh,
A strange fellow dropped it off.
Strange fellow. Interesting.
Gnome sort.
A gnome.
May I please see it?
Hands you a letter and a small pouch.
So I'll take
Pouch
that.
jangles with coin.
Well, if it was from a gnome, it probably wasn't Astra. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, one of our friends seemed to step out in the evening, and she may be on her way back here at some point. You may recognize her. She was the young tiefling girl that was with us.
Purple, big glasses.
You don't have a very striking appearance.
Oh,
I'm sure I will
well,
recognize.
thank you. So do you. We actually just have a letter. We actually just have a letter for her. If she does happen to stop by, if she doesn't in a few days, feel free to toss it. But thank you very much,
And I'll
Thanks,
toss her whatever I added to pay for. I'll give her like another gold.
Yep.
Just to tip and cover that. And thank you for this. And then I will quickly
So the
open
letter,
it.
The
Yeah.
envelope is sealed with a wax seal that has almost like a 4-pointed star on it.
Is it a half step looking symbol?
No.
A 4-pointed star.
Like
A square.
No.
stop.
A star.
A
It's got, like,
4-pointed
four
star
spokes.
dash square.
Like
All right, I will.
a cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll quickly move over to just to the side.
So if you guys wouldn't mind, I'm going to quickly.
I'm gonna open up the pouch and start.
No, I have already. This motherfucker. I mean, I'll probably give it for you to do anyway, but I'll open the letter first.
The letter is addressed to the Iron Will,
Okay.
and if you read through all of it or scroll to the
I'll
bottom,
just
scrolling to the bottom, it is from Thessalonicus Livid Star.
Live it Star. So the
Live
boy
it
that
Star.
the boy that retired
Or
or resigned, not retired.
If it was from a gnome, it may have
Attaché
been from what's her name? The one who was working there. Shit, what was her name?
The girl,
Larklight.
Larklight. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. That's just speculation.
Oh, this is from. I'll keep my voice down as best I can. This is from Living Star.
And then I'll quickly read it and get the gist of it.
The gist of it is he starts with to the Iron Will. Noticed successful recovery of power in Ward 6. Felt you all should be rightfully compensated for saving the Artificer's bacon, even though they won't realize it.
He wants to pay us for what we did in Ward 6.
Here's a sum that I can spare. I'm currently in hiding.
Oh, he's hiding.
Factions within the Artificer Council want to seize power, overturn the way the city is run. And with both the Chief Engineer and the Primarch gone, they're taking this opportunity. I don't think Half Step is dead. Or actually, he doesn't say Half Step. He notably says Harriet.
Gotcha.
I don't think Harriet, and he doesn't even use the Chief Engineer title. He literally uses her first name. I don't think Harriet is dead. I would know if she was.
Oh.
I can't remember how to spell Harriet. Harry. That does not look right.
Chariot with it.
If you can find her, please do. The Artificer Council is working with unsavory folks.
Yeah.
Politicians and cutthroats, criminals.
Mm-hmm.
My life would be at risk if I was to show myself, but Harriet is the rightful chief engineer. If she was to reappear, her voice would hold weight. If you need to reach me, use arcane means. The only reason I used physical was to send you these coins. Good luck, stay safe. For Schema.
Yeah, I'll relay all that.
Thessalonicus Livid Star.
And then I'll quickly look inside the pouch, see what there is.
I guess that corroborates what your father said.
Yes, it doesn't sound like the Artificer Council is in the best hands right now, so we need to be very careful with who we speak to. He did mention that we can reach him via magical
Is it him or
means.
her?
Livid Stars is the dude.
Livid Stars.
His like
The
colleague
Livid Star is like the
was-
attaché, or like the sort of like the right hand man, essentially, of Harriet Halfstep, who was the chief engineer.
And then I'll take a look in the patch.
There's a bunch of platinum coins in there. Roughly about 242.
Platinum pieces?
Yep.
God damn!
Jesus.
Oh my. Well, folks, it looks like, oh wow. He very much valued our work in Ward 6, and our shopping might be covered for the next.
Perhaps we should talk about this. I said thank you.
I'll just, without pulling it out like you're saying, I'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll just put it in my coin patch for now. So I'll just add it.
But shopping might be covered for a while. Okay.
Well,
Thank you again. Again, we might see you in the future, but until then, should we head to the market district?
And we'll get going. That's a lot of money.
you all leave the Sleepy Nomad and start making your way. It's still fairly early in the day, maybe about 8 or 9 a.m. The Sleepy Nomad didn't really have any food or anything. There was no breakfast included.
Oh, I got apples.
So
I'll pass out apples if people want them.
you make your way outside. It's nice and warm and cheerful. It doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary at all, to be honest.
Any crows?
Make a perception check.
I might want to grab that.
Let's call it Matthew.
Perception.
Nope.
15.
Damn it, you have a high plus.
You do not see any crows.
Alright.
Yet. As you approach the gate that leads out of Ward 1 into Ward 5, seems open. There's ironclad guards standing on either side. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. It seems quite peaceful and calm, and the neighborhood seems, as always in Ward 1, lush greenery, well-kept streets. Small, like, very low volume, almost some, like, tinny clanging noises coming from the distance, but nothing seems odd or dangerous.
One thing I just thought of, and please remind me when we get to the market ward. I've lived here for a long time and I still don't have a map. So it might be a good idea for us to buy a map. Perhaps for Schema and surrounding areas.
I mean, I've been scribbling something, but I don't think it's very good.
Oh no, it looks wonderful.
I work better with metal.
Maybe we can make a metal map one time, or
That
gold.
I can make prettier than this.
Perfect.
But you're right, we should buy
Should get a map.
a map.
Again, I didn't want to. Timon told me to keep it hush in there, but Mr. Lividstar did provide us with a healthy payment. So, if there's anything you guys think we'll need, let's grab it now.
There is.
That voice is gonna kill my throat. No, goddamn.
There is something that I do need, and unfortunately, based on at least the very rudimentary understanding I have of cost of goods in a city like this, in order to perform a certain spell, I need. I think I need diamonds as the catalyst.
Oh,
And I think, and I know it's asking for a lot, but I don't have the money to be able to acquire this, but I would probably need, I know you just mentioned that we were given some platinum. It would probably take about 30 of that platinum.
oh, that's perfectly okay. Again, it was a sizable payment.
How much is platinum in terms of gold?
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Yeah. So we got
2,400 gold.
2,400 gold.
What
out of that.
spell is this? Don't mind me.
Revive?
It would allow me to bring back someone from death.
Oh.
At least within a short period of time.
Should we try it on Astra?
She's not dead.
Oh,
I also would
It's missing.
need the body.
oh, true.
Oh, creepy.
I'm still learning magic a little bit myself.
Big one. How much did we?
Yeah.
I'm not the greatest with mathematics, but I believe we got nearly 2,500 gold out of that. It was about 240-ish pieces of platinum. And then I also had a little bit of money left over from what my father gave us before we set out, so that shouldn't be a problem. I need to purchase a weapon, but if there's anything else we can think of right now, we'll grab it. If not, we'll come back at another time, but it might be an okay time to... Again, we might have to get into some shady business protecting you, so we want to be well prepared. But it's very nice of Mr. Livetstar. I did not expect that.
I thought nobody would notice that it was us.
Well, I mean, the council at one point or another, at least Harriet and Mr. Livetstar, knew we were doing that, but it seems the city seems to be in good spirits right now, and the fact that that ward will be powered for at least the next 3+ years.
Oh, that's good, because if we had to do this every other day,
It would be a bit of a struggle
that
for
would be
sure.
a bit tough.
I still think there would be some things we could maybe do with the device, and we can talk about this, or find other ways to make it a little more safe than what we experienced.
Do you mind if I held on to my share of these earnings?
I do mind, actually. Why? No, of course not.
And then I'll divvy up. Well, I mean,
What is your share?
I think. Wait.
Because
5 of us?
technically, Timon and I built the device. And if we're going shares, then Clanko's bot actually was the one that stayed with it, so he should probably get a little piece of this.
Wait, you want to?
I'm just kidding with you.
Clanko?
I'm just kidding with you guys. This is all a joke.
yeah, I'll divvy it up. Well, it'll be 4 for now, I guess. Or I guess I'll just hang on to hers. Because she's not here. So I don't know. Somebody do 242 divided by 5.
It's perfect.
I don't think that's how that
Oh,
works.
48 a person, and then there's 2 extra, I think.
I will keep the 2 extra for my troubles.
So I'll give you all monies.
48.
Sorry, how much was there in total?
242.
242. Yeah, 40 a person, and then there's 2 extra.
So 40 a person. So I'm losing 40, 80.
No, I'm not doing that right. I'm not doing that right. 48 per person. There's 2 extra.
So
There we
what's
go.
48 times 3? Because that's how much I have to remove from mine. Because I'm going to hang on to Astra's for now.
144.
Okay. And then I'm going to hand you your chair and be like, this should cover more than you need for the diamond.
Sure, this is very generous. Thank you.
Well, it's not from me. This is from Mr. Livetstar, and we were all part of that. So I was just messing with Arkmir there. I trying to get his sense of humor when it comes to money.
I've already pickpocketed him.
And this is all while we're walking. So
yeah.
we're well on our way.
But yeah, just keep a clear mind of what we might need for this. But I think a map, what you need, I need a weapon. Definitely a good start.
You exit Ward 1 into Ward 5 and almost immediately are overwhelmed by just the din of loud noise. There's people running about everywhere. There's carts wheeling through, some pulled by humans or people, some moving on their own.
Looking for bananas.
So quickly, do we want to, in the effort to save time, because we're on a time crunch, should we split up? I can go look for my weapon in the map. Perhaps you can go.
Would you care to assist me in this? You have a better way.
So you know that the best
Oh, we
place-
can split in 2 if you want to come with me. We can stop by
Sure,
and
round with
get
weapons.
some rations, get some weapons.
The best place to get anything is the Redstreet Bazaar.
Oh,
Like,
well,
it is
we'll
a
head there and
massive
then we'll
marketplace, like open market. You know, you've been
Yeah.
here and bought stuff from different sort of trading caravans, tents that have been set up, like trading stalls that are set up. There's booths and tents that are set up there, particularly to do business.
Gotcha.
For anybody to come and set up shop to sell things.
So yeah, I'll suggest we head to the Redstreet
is
Bazaar, and then
the-
we can divvy up into the tents. So you and I
The
can go.
mercantile center of Schema.
Cool. Yeah, we'll head there then, and I'll just recommend that.
Redstreet.
Redstreet Bazaar.
Yeah.
You start making your way in the direction of the Redstreet Bazaar, and you pass by almost a jutting, that's the word, yeah. Almost a jutting the bazaar itself, just outside of it. You walk past a ramshackle, old, dilapidated sort of building. Almost 3-story tall. The Savvy Merchant. There's a small sign hanging off of the front of it.
That was the place that we first stayed at.
Yeah.
Okay, so they should have everything we need here, but if you two want to go take care of your needs and Timon and I, and perhaps we'll meet back in, say, an hour. We don't want to spend too long, but that gives us time to at least get the essential things we need.
As we're walking through Ward 5 as well, I'm trying to keep an eye out to see if I spot anybody wearing razor blade or razor garb.
Make a perception check.
You need to sleep.
Here we go.
I believe.
Ability check.
220s.
We need like
Nope.
11.
Look safe. Coast is clear.
You find it hard to focus, really, right? Like, it's an incredible amount of noise, and it's more noise than you really even... It's strange, because you stayed here before, you've been here for a while, you should be used to the city, but all of a sudden spending a few days in Ward 6 when it was empty, in Ward 5, which is generally pretty quiet, Ward 1, not Ward 5. Ward 5 overwhelms your senses in a way that, particularly with how exhausted you are, it's hard for you to focus.
Along
Not just-
similar lines, as we're passing through Ward 1 into Ward 5 and kind of just the first leading up and the first little bit after before we really get in, do I notice anything different about the guard? Is it the same sort of... I can't remember their name. God, it's been so long.
Iron Cog?
The Iron Cog. Is it still the Iron Cog, or does
It
it
was
look
Iron
like
Cog,
it's
right?
changed based on like... No?
it's still
Okay.
Iron Cog.
Okay.
Question. Did we, I guess, a couple of sessions ago, had given you, or I think we talked about refining this crystal thing that I got off the monster? Or breaking it into jewels? Did that happen?
Not yet, but we can do that for sure.
Okay.
I just need. I forgot to do it in the long rest, but yeah, we can do that. I have the tools that I can do that with. So we'll just remind me for the next long rest. Unless you needed it now, and then I'd need some time to actually do it. But next long rest, just remind me. Okay, so yeah, once we're in the Redstreet Bazaar, we'll go. You guys will go. Meet back here in about an hour, and then we'll be on our merry way.
Right next to the obelisk.
As you turn the corner away from the Savvy Merchant,
No disapproval from the DM. There's an obelisk. It's canon
as you
now.
turn the corner from the Savvy
What up,
Merchant, you see in front of you, almost like the streets themselves, like so far, been like relatively rough, open plain, almost like dirt in many ways, but you can see up ahead of you are cobblestone streets made of red, like rock, similar to the ledge, the mountain to your west. You see almost like flags draped across stands.
Cool.
You see tents. You see hawkers. You hear hawkers shouting all sorts of different, all sorts of different things. There's booths and tents of silk and spices and salt and different sort of rocks and jewels. There's
Cool. Do I need anything
a
else?
lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people are buying and selling goods. You hear somebody just shouting about how this offer is completely unfair. There's this constant clanking of coins or clinking of coins that's being exchanged all around you in this almost plaza that stretches almost like 3 or 4 blocks. Just stalls, some empty, some crowded, people setting out their goods for sale because it's still early in the morning. You notice a cart almost pulling up with somebody who's clearly late and can't find like an empty booth to set up shop on. You hear people talking about how, yesterday was good, but they had to stay an additional day at the merchant so that they could make do another day because they hadn't sold all of their goods yet. You hear people talking about how it's great that Ward 6 is kind of recovering. Things are kind of getting back to normal. There's people speculating that that'll be good for kind of the market. That they'll be able to sell things again to people in Ward 6. There's a few merchants from Ward 6 who are buying to replenish their shelves. You just hear a loud din of conversation all around you. With your passive perception. And even without it, all of you notice this obelisk as you turn down the plaza to walk into the market.
Cannon.
And on top of it, sitting a crow.
Motherfucker.
He's a crow. So, as you all enter into the Redstreet Bazaar, what are you all headed to? Look for.
Place sure is busy.
Don't get lost. We have our buddy system.
Well,
Get back here.
Say so.
sounds good. Well, Calton, should we find a jeweler for your needs?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Then we'll head to a weaponsmith first. And then on the way, I just want to pass you.
I've kind of been working on some things lately, and that's kind of the reason we're going to the weaponsmith. So I'm actually not going to be in any use for this anymore.
I'm going to hand you the 20 magical bullets that I got. And then I'm going to pull out Blue Steel, which was the pistol that we got from, I picked off Galarian, which is just a pistol that I named Blue Steel.
You probably don't. I think your weapon is much more useful, but do you think you'd have any need for this, or could I potentially use this to barter with? I've never bartered, but Arkner's been teaching me a few things. I would certainly be willing to part with it if you need it, or maybe we can get some more money or something for it.
I mean, it would be a nice set with the shield that I got from him. But
Maybe we see what we can get for it, and then
perhaps.
okay.
But thank you. This is
Yeah,
very
I mean,
generous.
I
This is
probably
very
will.
generous.
If I do need to use a pistol of any, so I do just have normal bullets, so I figured you would at least put these to a little bit more good use.
How many?
It was just 20. And then I have a bunch of regular ones, but I'll hold on to those. And then we'll head to the weaponsmith.
Right? You begin to wander through the almost streets, keeping your eyes open for anybody selling weapons, essentially.
Yeah.
There's
I don't know if
like
it's
a clearly
a
marked
tent
or labeled
or an
flag
actual
or
building.
anything.
Yeah.
But you eventually find a merchant. Seems to be almost like a half elf of sorts. He's just kind of laying out some of the things on the table while he's setting up for the morning. Seems to be all sorts of different weapons. None of them seems to be very special in any way.
Doesn't need
But
to
you
be
do see a
magical.
few that are uniquely designed. Like their designs are not really like anything you've seen. You see almost like a dagger with like 3 prongs. You see a dagger with a very long, almost like a stiletto style blade, like a very thin, long blade. You see several different rapiers. One of them has like a curved, almost like fancy ornate flourish, like handguard. The weapons are well built and they're very unique. They're not like anything that you've really even seen used before. On the wall and behind him, he's got this like massive, almost pole arm standing with like a wicked long, like heavy blade at the end of it.
Question: do I recognize any of the weapon styles as something that could have come from Cornwall that I came across before? And do I recognize the metal?
You recognize one of the flails that is kind of
That's what I'm
hanging
interested in.
off of one of the walls. It's not like a very fancy. It's not as big as the flail that
Big boy had.
that Ezekiel had.
Yeah.
It's much smaller, and it seems like it's properly sized for a dwarf. It's the first thing that you get off of it. Got like a chain that's hanging from it. It's nowhere near as well crafted as any of the ones that you've seen. But it's clear that it was inspired by kind of some of the weapons
Dwarven stuff.
that you've seen used in Cornwall.
That's
And-
right up my alley.
And are they electrosteel or are they like
They're not.
iron or steel?
They're not iron either. They're mostly like seem like some sort of alloy of iron. They're not pure iron.
That flail over there,
I know.
that's probably a bit small for you, but
Oh, I mean,
like,
everything will be small for
the
me.
doesn't. Well, I think that pole arm there might know.
Well,
I don't know what
I'm
what
looking
you're
for,
looking
like,
for. But
well, let's speak to the young man here. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. I see you have a wonderful display of weaponry here. I'm actually in the market for something myself. Perhaps you can. Now, these are all beautiful daggers and swords and such, but I'm actually looking for potentially one of two things. Potentially a warhammer, a one-handed hammer of some sort, or I see a flail there. Do you have anything else that, as my friend pointed out, it's potentially a little small for me, although I don't mind. Perhaps you'd have something a little more grandioso. I don't even know what that word means.
Let me take a look really quickly. The
perfect.
flail is definitely, it's well crafted. I have some axes. If you'd like some battle axes, hand axes. He reaches underneath into one of pulls out a large box almost. This should have a couple of axes, and he opens it. There's several. There's some that are twin bladed, some that are single bladed. None of them seem very special, but they are unique styles, right? Some of them have the bearded curve, and some of them have a jagged, almost a spiky curve attached to them. Some of them have a blade on the other side that's smaller. Some of them have a blade on the other side that's pointed. And it seems like each of the weapons, every weapon here is unique. There's no two weapons that are the same.
just out of curiosity, where do these come from? Where do you source your goods?
Here and there, really.
I saw that flail reminds me of some designs from Cornhole.
Yeah, we have a few. There's people who we work with. They're smiths, and I worked with some of the smiths down in Blacksmith Road. But many of the designs here are ones that I've come across during my travels and seen used by people, and I want to make sure that I honor their story in some ways. Every weapon here has a story behind it. I can tell you of where I learned of the design of each one of these.
Oh, you made them yourself?
I didn't make them. I paid for a blacksmith
You
to craft them.
You sourced.
I'm not much of a craftsman, but I am an aficionado of weapons in many ways.
So, sorry to interrupt there. These axes are beautiful. I'm wondering if you have anything that might be a bit more bludgeoning-esque. Perhaps. I mean, again, I'm not opposed to these, but something that might provide. Maybe think. Just rip it. Just do it.
Just
Yeah. Something that might be less finesse, more strength-based, perhaps.
Well, the flail is definitely an option.
Yes,
I
I
do have a
definitely-
warhammer here if you would like.
Oh.
It's not. It's a bit on the smaller side.
Oh, okay.
It was inspired by a weapon that I once saw somebody, a gnome use actually. So
How
it's a
small
little
we
bit
talking?
small. I mean, they used it with both their hands. So
Well, I want a
maybe-
one-handed. I was thinking something like that. That's one-handed. It's just a warhammer. It's like 1d8.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like, but that's the idea, right? Like any of these. Not a maul, because a maul
Yeah.
is like the
Yeah.
big. So
So he unpacks one and he drops it. He drops it down onto the table, and it looks like a. It looks almost like a scepter, as opposed to like a true warhammer. It's got like a long wooden shaft that's got like a base and pommel that's fairly like curved and helps you like grip it.
no,
No.
I thought it was pretty.
At the top of it is an upside down anchor design.
Ooh.
Interesting. I
And on
like
both
that.
sides of the anchor, there's like almost like longer.
Yes. A wooden shaft.
Yes,
Describe the tip.
I was going to say there's two spheres, but there's not two spheres on either side of the anchor.
Very fitting.
Yeah. Fitting.
No, it's the actual like edges of the anchor form like the majority of like the bludgeoning surface.
We'll draw it out later, but oh, that is.
It looks like an anchor design at the edge of it, except not sharpened to look kind of like
Right.
axe, but
Yeah.
like heavy. The design of the top is
Oh,
very
that could
like the
work.
anchor is weighted in many ways.
Timon, do you see that? That's a rather interesting design.
Important question on the metal part.
Hammond's look cross at it. It's like,
Oh, it's wonderful design.
On the actual metal weapon part of it, is there a spot where I can add my gem of war mage?
Yeah.
Cool.
So like an anchor, like the base of the anchor
So
has
it's like
like a
thick.
hole.
Yeah.
And
And then
like
like, is it
turns
going like
out-
down like this or up?
just look at an anchor. just look at the anchor emoji. You-
Anchor weapon.
And then the handle goes.
So is it like this?
Yeah.
kind of, yes.
Okay.
It's like,
Except it's not like sharp.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
the
it's
edges
fine.
aren't sharp. It's more like curved.
Is it like
inward.
any of these?
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
put like two balls on each of
I
them.
like the idea of the
Tips.
balls. I
But
do.
there is like where the anchor design would have like a slot, and where a normal anchor would have a rope like tied
Yeah.
to it. There's like a ring over there which you could suck.
Cool.
does it look like this?
Um,
Upside down anchor? And
I
then,
do like that. If that's what it looks like, I'm sold.
may I please hold the anchor weapon? I'm not quite sure what you call that, but it's a very unique design.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah, so I'm
It's a
just like,
deal.
oh,
And I'm just like kind of like,
it looks decently made, not like amazing, but
and we're gonna add some modifications to it anyway.
oh, it's very, very light, even though maybe for him it looks heavy. I'm just gonna spin around. I rather like that. Oh, just out of curiosity, what would one charge for one of these?
I'd say roughly about. Let's call it 25 gold.
Oh, that seems like a reasonable price. I mean,
With my experience selling this kind of stuff, would I find the price fair?
It's fair because it's a like one of a kind piece.
Looks pretty unique, so haven't seen. It's a bit of an interesting design. I wouldn't have made some of the choices myself, but
maybe we can modify it a bit later.
maybe.
Okay.
There are some things that are beyond
Okay,
modification.
we'll talk. We'll talk.
All right, all right.
I don't know if this is better or worse.
it's like sprays. Oh, man.
There you go.
why do you put the M thing down there like that? Like the tip.
It's the tip.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen them. They're like the anchors that are like. I know what you're talking about. It's more like a bludgeoning scepter than an anchor. I got you. I'll design it separately later.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But
no,
it definitely has an anchor motif.
Okay.
And he's like, he begins to start to like tell you the story of like this gnome who was a sailor from Riot, as he mentions, who carried a weapon like this. Who, he encountered him many years ago. It was very special to him, and I wanted to kind of honor him with this replica.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Can I help?
Don't think you need to, but we'll roll it just in case. 18.
I mean, he's hamming it up a little bit,
Like a
but
salesman.
the general gist of it is he
It's
saw
true
the hammer
story?
being used by somebody from Riobus.
Cool. That's neat.
Yes, I mean that's 25 gold seems like a very reasonable price. Do you need anything while we're here?
I have two questions. Do you have any throwing axes or hammers?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wanted a small set. Something that I can hang on my belt or something.
I can give you some throwing axes. I don't think I have any throwing.
Throwing guns.
I might. Let me check.
Alright. Axes are probably easier and lighter, so.
Like looks around. He comes back carrying 2 bundles and like almost like a quiver of sorts. But at the top there's just like axes and hammers sticking out, and they all look fairly shoddy in many ways.
Shoddy. Okay.
But there's many of them. There's like it's like these ones should be light enough to throw. I think. There's hammer or axes. I don't have anywhere near as many of the hammers, to be honest. Not many people throw hammers. Except for in Cornwall. I've heard that they like throwing hammers. Are you from Cornwall?
I am.
That's a mighty fine weapon you have there. Is there? And he starts.
It's a family heirloom.
Oh,
Well, I actually do some work with metal myself.
Very well built.
Thank you. My uncle worked out of a blacksmith role. It's Mr. Ironbeard over there.
Ah, haven't had any work done with
No?
it. No.
Do I believe it?
Make an inside check.
If you wouldn't mind, I actually have this very unique weapon that I've collected in my travels. I'm just wondering if do you buy weaponry from folks?
Yeah. I
17.
usually try not to, but
17.
yeah, you believe him. Yes, and you can tell by just looking at all the things on his, like, in his stall. None of it seems like
My uncle's
your
work.
uncle's craftsmanship. It looks far too cheap in many ways.
So I'll bring out blue steel. It's the pistol that I took off. What's his titty?
That's a pistol.
Yes, it's a very unique. If there's another place, maybe you know where I could get it appraised.
That's a very interesting material too.
Yes, it's very unique.
Very unique. That's not
I'm sorry,
the
but I
kind-
wouldn't be able to do anything with it. I don't
Oh,
really
that's
sell
okay.
things of that
If
much
there's anybody
value
in
or
the
anything.
bazaar here, do you know, or is there anywhere perhaps? If not, it's okay. I was just more
You would
curious.
probably be more interested in selling it to someone who
He's gonna say clank.
I don't know,
Okay, that's okay.
someone who's leaving town or someone like as a self-defense thing.
Sure, no worries.
I'd like to keep my nose out of most of that.
Makes sense. Okay, that is all that I need. So
I'll buy 3 of your throwing axes.
So I'll give him 25
How
gold
much?
for mine.
How much for those?
So you have 15 gold for all 3 of them.
Alright, does it come with a belt?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm gonna give it to him in silver because I don't know the
I'm just
difference.
glad he just gave you a random belt.
Is that okay?
Doesn't even hold the weight.
I just have a shit ton of silver for some reason.
Piece of rope.
Yeah, whatever. I got rid of 250 silver.
Sure.
Okay.
all right, cool. So I paid that. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. I'll get a great use out of this.
You don't sell armor, do you?
No,
No.
not really.
You know if there's any merchants here that
Yeah,
do?
there's a few stalls down the street that are
We'll
selling
check that out
various
before we
different.
leave. We have lots of time.
Aye.
And would you happen to know where I might be able to find a map or multiple maps?
Of
One
exactly?
just of Schema, and perhaps one of local area outside of Schema, the world.
Schema you can probably find at almost any shop, to be honest.
Do you have one?
Any shop that sells
Oh,
paper or
got you.
books or any of that stuff. I think there's a few stalls on the far
Sure,
end of
we'll find
the
out.
market that have that. Outside, I know there's some stalls that have been set up by people who are from outside of Schema recently. If you want to check it out, try to avoid it, to be honest. The fuckers creeped me out.
But we'll have a look.
What did you use on your travels?
Oh, I don't travel. I stay here.
Alright.
I hear stories. I frequent a little bit of a performer of sorts, so I frequent the bars, the dens of activity. I hear stories. I see people with different weapons and see people with different ways of life, and I get inspired by their weapons, and I think
It's our 100th. Nope, it's our 1 year.
Yeah.
100.
I was gonna say 100th episode, but that's
No, it's
way
not.
off.
Dang.
Bribe him on the
Maybe
price now.
eventually.
We are 68
Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there.
away from him, but we're getting there.
So,
All right. Let's go.
so we'll head to a quick map place and then a armorer. But I don't know if they.
Did you get that guy's name?
What's your name? Generous, sir.
Is it Creed? That sounded a lot like Creed.
What the? There's a pumpkin pie cookie.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
God damn.
That's a first.
my name's
Yeah.
my name's Eric.
Eric.
Eric with a K.
Oh.
Astros?
Um,
Eric the Weaponer.
ERIC.
Thank you, Eric. It was a pleasure meeting you.
That is weird.
Eric Cook.
No. He's Eric the Weaponer now. We're gonna have to add a custom item. We'll add something later. The weapon.
No, okay.
Because, like, I know it's just a basic weapon, but I can't find anything.
It's just a warhammer.
Okay, cool. Easy.
Just like Warhammer. Oh.
Warhammer that looks like cock and balls.
Looks like an anchor.
No, that's not what you said.
When you described an upside down anchor on the tip, lost me there.
You always have a way with it.
God damn it.
That's my rendition of it.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I don't know if you want to jump to
We'll
that.
cut back over to you guys for a moment.
Yeah.
So there is there's something that I've been working on. I don't know if it'll work, but I've been trying to come up with something that may be able to remedy the effect on you. I don't know exactly what it is that's been placed up on you, but I may have something that could help. It may do nothing. I don't know. But because we don't know what it is, there's always the risk that it could hurt you, given we've already seen whenever you act against the contract or them or whatever it is that they want, that it lashes back at you. So I wouldn't want to do or try anything if you weren't okay with it. So I think we'd want to make sure that we're, in a safe place, and if it was something that you wanted to do, that we were prepared for whatever may come. But I just wanted to let you know that I have been trying to figure something out. So far, this is the best I've come up with. So it's an option if you wanted to take it.
Is this option, does it involve the diamond? Or is that?
No, let's hope not.
Okay.
The diamond, I think, would be good for us to have, given all the dangerous activity that we've already seen and may see again. I think it'd be good for us to be prepared, and I think I have a way now to bring somebody back from the brink, should that happen. So I want to make sure I have that, regardless of what may cause it, but let's hope that I never have to use it. But I think it'd be best to be prepared regardless.
Understood. I guess in regards to this other technique that you've been thinking about, I would be open to that, but maybe if it's possible closer to my deadline.
Sure. Yes. I wanted to let you know, just in case it was something that you wanted to try to see if you could get off your back. But yeah, whenever you want to try that, let me know, and we can.
I guess the next question is, well, actually, maybe at a later time, I'd love to talk about that, do some more, understand what that process is about.
Right.
But for now, I'm curious for these diamonds. Do you need a certain amount? Does the quality of them matter? What?
I think, if I understand it correctly, I don't need one large diamond that is of a certain quality per se. I think it's more so just it kind of acts as a catalyst and almost like an offering as part of the magic. That I just need to have enough of the diamond, which I feel like would approximate to about 300 gold or 30 platinum, which we also have. So whether that be a few diamonds summing up to that amount or one diamond, but I don't think anything like the clarity or the cut would matter. They could be, really uncut, I suppose. Well, I don't even know. Is that
It's more essentially about the overall value and worth of the diamond, right? Like, if it's an uncut diamond, it would probably need to be either like a rarer or a larger one.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a well-cut, polished diamond, then you can probably get by with a smaller one. It's more about kind of the significance of the offering.
Gotcha. Well, let's go see if we can find a jeweler for us.
Yes, let's do that.
You walk about for a little while, and while you don't see any immediate jeweler, you do eventually come across a tent where there's a lot of crystals of sorts that are laid out. There's a woman, like an older woman, normal, average-sized human, kind of just sitting on like a box behind, trying to like talk about, shouting out about crystals from the Chaoslands scattered about in the wilderness outside of Schema.
Cleanse your aura.
You approach, there's almost like 2 or 3 dozen different colored crystals just laid out on the table in front of you. And as she sees you both looking, she's like, come, please. Any sort of jewel or gemstone that can be found in
Diamond.
the great world.
Do you have any?
Diamond. Why, of course. Like, certainly. What sort of diamond are you looking for? A big one, a small one,
The big one.
clouded one?
That laughter.
You should take it from here.
So good.
Well,
terrible.
how about we?
So good.
I mean, I'll just flash a stack of some coins here. We'd just like to see what you have available, and from there we can,
Okay.
we can
So
go from there.
it seems like you have coin to spend money. So like reaches down under one of the boxes and pulls out almost like a small lockbox of sorts. She like quickly like
You'll
pulls
never
up
be
a
able to
key,
tell what it is.
puts it open, lifts up the lid, starts digging through. There's a couple of smaller pouches inside. She eventually finds one and like takes off like the ribbon that's kind of wrapping it and lays it out, and the pouch almost opens up into like a felt sort of like mat. Inside of it, there's 3 diamonds. Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Ginormous diamonds. They are diamonds.
They're the Chaoslands.
Counts you need a diamond, right?
Yeah. We be
They're
diamond.
very
They're
unique.
3 cut jewels.
Diamond.
Diamond. Diamond. Hope to be a diamond with you.
There are 3 cut jewels of various sizes. One of them that's fairly small. Another one that's a little bit bigger but a little cloudy, and then a third one that is like pristinely cut.
Tomato of a diamond.
It was like a Goldilocks situation.
Big old diamond.
These are the 3 that I've got.
I'm gonna pick them up to inspect. I'm like,
Damn, maybe the jeweler crafter person should have come with you.
Yeah.
My bad. Oh well.
I guess of these three here, which one would any of these work?
I know I'm gonna have a bad roll, but can I try to like investigate them to see if I can kind of deduce whether or not it would work for the spell? Like if I think their value might be.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, damn it, Arcana.
Oh, I was gonna say for investigation, I'd definitely be able to help you.
Or a religion.
Wouldn't he have like advantage cancels out being the fact that he's casting the spell?
I think it's more like in this case, it's identifying whether it would be enough.
Can I
to
help
cover the
in
cost
any
of it.
in both of these or whatever role he's doing?
If you're proficient in either of those, you can.
I'm proficient in religion.
Damn.
Are you proficient in religion?
Probably not.
Investigation.
Damn, I really should have come. Oh, nat 20.
But because of disadvantage, 18.
You gather that the large diamond will definitely be enough to cover it.
It might be able to.
More than enough?
More than enough to cover it. And as she's kind of noticing you examine it, she's like, the smaller one. The smaller one is a little bit. It's very well done. It's kind of designed for almost rings of sorts. It's not really of a large size, but it's fairly well cut. You can part with that one for about 200 gold. The middle one, if you can polish it and craft it and like refine it, you'd probably be worth a lot more than that, to be honest. But currently, is probably only worth about 300 gold. The large one is rare. No less than 1,000 gold for that one.
This one looks. I'm gonna take the middle one.
Some a bard has begun performing near one of the
Yeah,
open
really
plazas
loud
and just
here.
set up like small
There's
sort of
great.
like booths
Yeah.
and singing some songs.
How long have you been holding on to these diamonds for now?
Long enough.
How about we help you out here? This middle one. Let's be real. You're not. I don't think you're gonna sell that to anyone who's looking for.
That
a
one's
nice
probably
diamond.
the one that I can give you a bit of a bargain on if you buy some more stuff.
God
A choir has kind of started. They're in the middle of like a few more people singing along with the song.
Well, I think for starters, maybe before we go into buying stuff, I mean, we could look at reducing the price a bit to entertain 250.
Make a persuasion check.
Do it.
That's how I try to help. I just yell,
Do
No, I'm
it!
just kidding. I don't actually. I can't help you with persuasion. There's no way.
That is 17.
Tell you what, if you buy more than one, I'll give you a discount for buying more than one piece. But if that's the only one you're buying, it doesn't really make much sense to me.
What other pieces do you have here?
Well, there's all sorts of other jewels if there's anything you're looking for. Any jade, any crystal, any smelling salts, anything of sorts.
Oh,
Or
smelling
another
salts.
diamond, like one of the smaller ones, perhaps. If you buy both the small one and this one, I'll give it to you for 350.
I'm gonna use psychic whispers here and start communicating with Cal here. Totally forgot I had that as a skill. Okay. I don't even need to expend it yet. Spending sunshine, expend a die. Roll this guy. Okay, 2 hours. What are you thinking here, Calthier?
So the small diamond alone, it's a fine diamond. If it is worth 200 gold, that's almost enough for one use of this. If the other one, the uncut gem, is worth 300 now, as it is, it could be worth a lot more. It may be worthwhile to. I know that Do I know that you can you cut gems? Do we know that?
I did
You mentioned
technically.
it before.
Yeah,
I
you
technically-
mentioned.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am proficient in jewel crafting, and I
Yeah.
also can now make any tool that I
Like I would mention
Okay.
that in our discussion that like.
Okay.
the
But it
big one
does
is-
it does take time.
Yes,
Oh,
it would not be
yeah.
a 10-minute thing.
The
It'd
big one is
be
already-
it'd be at least a long rest night job,
You'd have to give up your long rest almost to
or a couple nights.
take a couple of nights.
The big one is
Yeah,
promised to.
I could bid you
already refine
Warhammer,
some-
but that would take some time.
some
It's more of like a downtime.
a jewel for me.
Right.
I don't think I can't see why he wouldn't be able to work on this for us.
So the way I see it is, if we're able to get both of those at a bit of a discount, at the very least, the uncut one could be used for the spell if need be. If there was an emergency case, it could be used if it's already valued around that. If we're able to cut it and have it worth a lot more, we may be able to exchange that for something else and get more, or use it for more powerful things in the future. It could be worthwhile.
Yeah, I think we can definitely go ahead with this. Now, what do you think? How much did she mention?
It was 200 for the small one and 300 for the uncut one.
That together,
She didn't say the discount other than if we bought more than one, she would
Right.
discount it.
I think you did mention something.
She mentioned something, but she forgot that the first one was 200.
No. You already offered there.
400.
It was 350 a second ago.
Gotta act fast.
400 is still pretty good.
Well, I think maybe we could. Yeah, 350.
I'll let you try to do that, but I'd be fine with either.
Okay, sure. I think we're looking at. We can definitely make a purchase for both of these if it helps you and you can help us. What do you think of 350 as a even split?
Make another persuasion check. This one will have a higher DC.
Do it.
Okay. Come on, lucky die. It was on 19 and it hit 3.
No.
I'm not even roll the other things because the modifier will be like 11. Yeah. And then plus whatever. I could make it up.
400 is really the lowest I can go. I can toss in some free diamond dust if you'd like. There was a diamond that I had before that I crushed for somebody who wanted to buy some, and then they didn't come and pick it up.
Sure.
It pulls out a small pouch of diamond dust. Puts it on there. It's probably like a solid, honestly, like 40-50 gold worth of diamond dust in there.
Might come in handy when one of us
There,
died.
which is a reagent for another spell. I'm pretty sure. So
50 gold. Dang.
pay her 400 gold. She takes this. Don't mind if I count this quickly.
It's all platinum.
Oh, that's a little easier to count. And, well, thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. If you are ever in the market for any crystals, you know who to come to.
Not bad.
So while we're here, is there anyone that you know in the area that happen to sell maybe magical equipment?
Don't know about magical, but there is a fucker scary fucker, who claims he's from out of town. Nobody really has been going over to his tent, but he really seemed like and was talking about having some goods, some rare
Selling
artifacts
dragons.
of sorts.
Yeah, these sounds actually interesting to me. Please, if you could tell me his name and direction.
Keep going down that way. She points down away from where the bard was performing. He was stopped at this kind of like walked away by this point. Collected some tips and walked away. You go down that way. You'll find it's hard to miss. It's sort of like a brownish tent, and the man always. You'll know it when you see him. There'll also be nobody else around. Everybody's giving him a wide berth.
Thank you. Sorry, your name is?
Oh, Margot.
Robbie.
Margo. Robbie.
No, not at all.
Margo the jeweler.
Yep.
It's gonna whisper in Calthier's mind here. Calthier, is there anything that you need here?
No, I think that was the only thing that I really needed. So.
Excellent. I'd like to check out this other fellow that she mentioned.
Sure.
Fine with that.
You all had also asked about a map outside.
Correct.
You pretty quickly you find a shop that's just selling stationery, paper.
Would like to buy a map.
Books, journals, all of that type of thing. Seeing it kind of reminds you of Astra a little bit. Their journal which you just bought.
Who?
Yeah. I don't. He keeps mentioning this Astra person.
You actually notice a journal that looks very similar to the one that she at the shop.
I want a map.
You ask for a map, and they dig through a little bit and find a folded up map and hand it back to you. That'll be about 10 gold.
That's an expensive map.
We're really paying for the cartographer at this point.
Would you take it for 9 gold?
If you buy something else,
Oh, there's a journal there. How much would that cost?
12 gold for both.
Make it 11.50.
11, that's fine. I don't need the 50.
You actually see him go like.
Very well done.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
well done.
Arkmir told me to haggle these people, and I say that very
These people?
These
That never goes well.
So I will take the journal and a map.
Maybe I
Take
can
the
give
map.
this to Asher when she comes back.
That's a good idea. It looks
Unless she's in the book, and I open it.
You find a much better version of this map.
Yay!
yay. Oh.
Yeah. I can't even read this map, Faye.
Just keep the QR code off of
That's
the
far off.
Oh, gee, you put it on the back of it. Ontario, Canada thing. Come on.
This is my vaccine certificate.
Hey, I got the shape kind of similar at the center. Nice.
No, our Faye's going to produce me a super high quality parchment paper map.
I expect a printed map that's laminated.
So,
Yeah.
at any point, as a benefit of having this map, you can ask me where things are on said map, and I will answer your question honestly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is the more
Oh,
mechanical
no more buys.
aspect of it.
I'll let you
Shopkeep.
keep your vaccine thing till we need it.
Shopkeep.
I don't need it anymore.
What's your name?
Cyrus.
Cyrus. Do you have any maps from outside Schema?
Nobody goes outside Schema. Well, except for some of the people who sell their goods here, but I
Well,
don't.
no, I'm offended. I'm not from here.
Do you have a map from outside Schema?
Touche. No, but you seem like an educated gentleman. I thought that, this kind of knowledge would make its way to your shop.
I think people, even those who travel out into the Chaoslands, they have a general sense of where places are,
Nobody.
but nobody
Draws it?
knows exactly the way, because there is no way. There's no roads. There's no pathways. There's common paths that are occasionally taken, but
But that's a road.
it's not maintained. It's not safe.
Would anybody in this beautiful bazaar sell a map of such things that you might know of?
I mean, you could probably get the hearsay or scribblings from someone who often travels outside, but there's no
Okay.
anybody who leaves the city often for a purpose will have a general sense of where things are.
Do you know what the cartographer name is that drew this schema?
The schema map?
Why?
Wilbur something.
Wilbur. Wilbur the mapper.
I
Wilbur-
have Eric the weaponer, Cyrus
Wilbur-
the map
Wil-
guy, and Margot the jeweler.
And now Wilbur the mapper.
And Wilbur the mapper. I like that.
Wilbur Patrici.
Nope. Wilbur the mapper.
Wilbur the mapper Patrici.
I like it.
just like a fighting name.
Well, we're running out of time, so perhaps we should go check out the...
Do you know where I can find them?
Oh, him.
Him? I think he lives in Ward 2 or Ward 6. I don't know.
Those are pretty far apart.
We have a map.
They're actually right beside each other if you look at the map.
No, but perhaps we should go see the armor smith.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can visit...
If you're looking for someone who often travels outside of the ward, I know there's somebody who's everybody's giving a wide berth. Who's a scary fucker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, could you point us to where he is?
Yeah, just go down that way. Brown tent. Hard to miss.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Let's go check this magical man out.
Do we happen to notice any armor around? So we can quickly sell
Honestly, there's like a few stalls that you notice. Like, armor is a hard thing to sell.
that? Yeah.
Especially at a market. Because it very often needs to be fitted in some sort of way. It needs to be like
big,
built in a custom way.
heavy.
Honestly, the best place to get it would probably be Blacksmith Row.
Yeah. We'll go there another day.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Maybe this magical fellow will have armor.
Along the way, is there anyone that looks like it'd be worthwhile pickpocketing?
This son of a bitch.
Like a dwarf or elephant?
Whoa!
Make a perception check.
You start pickpocketing us.
What are you doing?
Oh no, perception. 6.
You need to stop hitting the dice. It's
Yeah.
always a good number until it hits the dice back there.
I'm gonna switch this up. I'm gonna see some.
You spot a lot of people, but you gather that almost everybody here has some form of coin. You can't spot like a good mark, right? Like everybody, they're in a market. They're either here to spend money or make money. Everybody will have some form of coin, but
Scaring down my rolls enough.
so
I'm gonna not try my luck for the rest of the start down.
Do we all start magically meeting out this mysterious feller?
both of you, your groups, your parties, going through the blocks, you eventually start making your way towards this one tent that is closed off, first off. Fully closed. There's like a small parking at the front. Brown colored tent, looks very shady and looks like nobody's approaching it at all. Outside on like almost a canvas wall, there's almost like a mark of the sun on it,
Cool.
but painted in black.
Not cool.
I don't like this place. Let's leave.
Oh, Kauthir? Arkmir, did you get everything you were looking for?
We did get some diamonds. One of them is uncut, so perhaps at some point.
Oh, certainly. I have some work I need to do for you, so it'll take me a little bit, but I can certainly...
Yeah, maybe
Take a
we'll prioritize this ahead of mine.
Sure, definitely. We managed to get a few things. We got some new weaponry, and I got a map,
Oh, good.
so we can look where we're going
What
now.
weapon did
and-
you get?
Oh, this thick axe.
It's your fault.
And we were actually told about this man's tent. Apparently, he sells some pretty unique things from outside the city.
We were actually told the same from the jeweler.
What was their name? Because we met Eric the Weaponer. We met Cyrus the Map Guy.
Cyrus McCoy,
Margot the jeweler?
Margot
wow.
Boucher.
The what?
They all go by
Boucher.
the same sort of naming convention, almost like NPCs. Well, do we want to quickly?
Do I recognize the symbol?
Make a religion check.
What is the symbol?
Can I, since I'm proficient in religion?
Make a
Black
religion
sun.
A black sun. Oh.
Black hole.
I thought I heard a black sign. I was like, I don't know what that
Oh
means.
my god! Oh, there's another nat 20 thrown away, but dirty 20.
23.
Nice.
It's similar in some ways to the symbol of Solnavi,
Right. That's. I was wondering.
but it's not quite the same.
The god of the sun.
God,
I don't. My dude doesn't know religion, so.
it seems like it's almost a
Not
little bit
important.
stylized. You said you were proficient in religion. Your dude knows religion. What's your point? If you weren't, you wouldn't have been able to make that.
Listen, I don't know how my guy works. He works in mysterious ways. He knows the builder god. That's it.
Bob.
Bob. Bob the builder.
Bob the builder
He knows
guy.
Eric the weaponer.
So
And
how's
Cyrus
it
the map
different other
guy.
than being black?
And Wilbur
It's
the
like I'm assuming
The mapper.
that logo's not typically depicted that way.
No, it's not. It's black, and it looks very much like, almost like the strands that are sticking out. Like normally it's cleaner.
Mhm.
It's almost like geometric in some way. This has like wisps of shadow, almost,
Cool.
coming off this one.
Do you want to see if he's here, or I mean, we probably are going to venture outside at some point.
Just gonna help him then. Hello?
Inside is dark, like, pitch black.
Even if I like hold it open to like the light, is it still?
I mean, light goes in, but after a little ways, it's dark.
It's super bright.
I put down my
There's
gun.
a counter that's kind of made up almost in like the very far back right corner. And standing behind it is a very, almost like wide,
Dragon.
low, hunched figure covered in a cloak and a hood and a mask, and you can't see anything about them. They're like this large, wide mound, almost like a boulder of sorts.
I'm gonna pull an electric steel ball out and click it, and it'll glow. I know it's not much. It might not
A
be
gloved hand kind of like rises up and points in all of your direction.
Ooh.
Come.
Okay. I guess we
Yeah,
should come in.
nothing seems wrong about this.
Yes. First customers
Ever?
in a while.
Oh. Do we got a prize?
Welcome
Oh.
to Shadow Sun's excavation.
Some excavations.
How can I help you?
What do you excavate?
All sorts of things.
We were just in the area doing some shopping, and we were actually kindly pointed in your direction of things that might be useful for our travels outside the city.
Are you collectors?
Oh, I mean, I collect some metal and some other things, and
In some ways, yes.
yes.
Well, I come across much in my travels.
Do you have a catalog?
No, but I
Lucky.
have a few. The figure reaches down and from underneath the cloak pulls out almost like a wrapped bundle of the sort of different things. These are from my last trip.
Where did you go?
The rest of the tent is barren and empty as you look around. There's nothing in here except a small table almost that's set up in a corner and this large hunched figure.
Oh man.
Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Up into the northeast.
North.
Did you go to north?
No. There was a ruin near the base of Kesmag's teeth.
Guess Mag's teeth.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
close
beautiful.
to Cornhole.
Such tall mountains.
This person's been everywhere.
Have you been to Cornhole?
No. I don't go into cities very often.
We're in one right now.
Very
what,
often.
What did you pull out there?
Oh, this is something I recovered from these ruins. They unfold this bundle, and inside of it, there's a few things. There's what looks like a long, almost like drinking horn of sorts.
Okay.
It's made of some sort of like horn material, but it's got like a gold rim around the top.
Cool.
As well as almost like looks like an opal jewel or something mounted near the bottom of it, on like a golden ring that circles it.
Interesting.
Beside it, there's what looks like a large, almost like it's made of stone, but it's got shutters of wood, a lantern of sorts.
That's right up my alley. I like stone.
But the lantern, like, it looks broken. It looks like It's in the shutter. One of the shutters is missing. You look in as the figure kind of turns it over. This one's more of a relic of sorts. A real collector's piece.
Okay.
Could use some repair.
I like repairs.
These are from my latest excursion. I still have some things from prior trips.
Yeah, please bring them out.
This is very exciting.
Have you got the map?
No.
Could you help us draw one?
Where are you looking to go?
The world.
Out.
Oh, there's so many places.
Oh,
I don't think they're
I
gonna
can
help
tell
us.
you which way Kazbek's teeth are. In the towering wilderness.
These places sound scary.
The towering wilderness. And the figure reaches under and pulls out another small bundle.
Oh,
And it's not a bundle, it's more almost like a small jewelry box. I was going to go there. But my plans changed. I heard of danger in the woods. In the ruins I was going to. A strange, magical darkness. I had this ring, and the figure opens the box, and there's a ring seated inside with almost like a purple jewel mounted on
No,
top.
I also like rings. I have 5 on my fingers. It's actually on
purple.
Actually on my mini too.
This was
They're all right
for
there.
protection,
Little rings.
but I won't need it anymore. I don't think I'll be going to the wilderness anytime soon.
What does it protect you from?
Oh, have you ever encountered any ghosts? Or spirits?
I didn't even know there were anything like that.
Oh, there very much are. Especially in the ruins on the border of the towering wilderness. You know, some people even call that portion of the woods the Wraith Woods.
Redwoods.
But when a spirit approaches you, claws at your feet, passes through you, they chill you to the bone. This ring was meant to protect me from that.
As this individual is talking and moving around and fiddling for stuff, I'm trying to inspect them to see if I can see is this large? Is that all body, or is it are they just hiding a bunch of stuff under the cloak and they're small?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
I'm actually.
Is it 3 kobolds?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was gonna ask you, Calthea, do you see anything suspicious about this person?
I'll tell you. Nope.
Natural one.
Not at all.
Nope. Definitely don't, because I'm tired.
They're
It sucks, man.
doing a very good job of making sure that nothing about them is visible on their mouth. It is hunched and it moves almost as one, so you kind of gather that it seems like one, but it's hard to tell, really.
Can't really focus very well.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What does the horn do?
Oh. The horn, it detects whether the liquid inside of it is safe to drink.
Detects poison.
Interesting.
Oh,
I have ways.
the reason I was going to these ruins is because I found something that led me to there.
A mop?
No. I found this. Pulls out another, almost wrapped bundle, essentially. And as the figure unwraps it with both hands, immediately there's a faint glow coming on.
It's staying.
It looks like a long, almost like gnarled branch
Cool.
of silver wood that is glowing. From the branch, there's a couple of leaves that are hanging at different points. The leaves are small and golden, almost like round and cupped in some way. And as the like stick touches the table, like the leaves almost like jangle a little, making almost like a bell, like tinkling, like a soft tinkle of bell.
What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, well, unlucky.
Why? How did that lead you to wanting to go to these woods?
Yeah.
The ruins that I found this near, there was mention of this other ruin near the Wraithwood, where there could be more along this lane. I don't truly have a reason. I simply follow my nose, and I find interesting things.
Was it that you don't plan on revisiting those ruins again?
No. This... I have it on good authority that it's not safe. Even more not safe than normal.
Do I detect that this person is trying to push anything unsafe towards us? Like, there's any malice or ill intent?
Make an insight check.
You got this.
Oh, yes. 23.
Honestly, like, it's really hard to read them. They don't seem like, by their manner, they're like, you can't see their face, you can't see who they are, you can't see anything about them. Based on what they're saying, and like, nothing seems immediately off. Like, it doesn't seem like they're trying to offload these things or anything.
So you're not sure what this branch does?
How much do you want for it?
It jingles. It's annoying.
I do like things that make music. Do we have any need for any of these items right now?
I guess the question is how
I
much.
believe
think
this-
so.
I can't use it. But in the right hands...
Oh, is it a wand? I have a friend that likes wands.
Similar. Yes. In the right hands, it can protect them from the unsavory sorts.
Like food? Unsavory food?
No, that's more the horn.
Oh,
Sorry, what is your name?
Oh, apologies, I didn't even introduce myself.
Something the collector.
You can call me Harrow. Harrow Shadowsun.
how do you spell that?
Harrow.
Oh, Harrow?
Nailed it.
I thought you said
Shadowsun.
Harrow. Harrow the collector.
Harrow Shadowsun.
Harrow the
Have I ever heard of
collector.
Shadow Sun or the Shadow Sun excavations? In any passings?
Not really.
Nah.
Not really.
So
I guess if you want, you could make a history check, but
YOLO.
I'm also proficient in history. But I'm gonna guess my rolls will deceive me.
Why am I blind? Oh, 12.
19. No. That would be a long shot for me.
So Harold, I can't speak for the others, but I don't necessarily have a need for these tools you have here, but out of curiosity, I'd like to know what are you selling these for?
oh, well, honestly, the only thing of real value is the branch. The rest The horn, maybe 100 gold. The lantern, when fixed, I believe it still has some enchantment. So maybe 200 for that.
I do like fixing things.
500 for the ring. 1,000 for the branch.
I all of a sudden really want to fix that thing. Now, do you tend to move shop very frequently? Can we find you here if we decide we are going to the ruins or feel we might need protection from spirits and other weird things?
I haven't been northwest in a long time.
But will your shop remain right here?
Oh no.
Oh.
I might leave soon. Or perhaps southeast. Tell me,
Yes.
all of you. Seems you are not from around here. You are from Karma?
Well, I live here.
I'm from Cornwall.
Yes, and the rest of you.
Casmagsteed is where Cornwall is, but
Yes, it's to the
up in the
northeast.
mountains.
Yes,
Very cold.
quite.
I'm from Schema. And I'll take the lantern
There you go.
for 199 gold. Okay, 200. That's fine.
Yes, Casmagsteed. It does get quite cold. Cornwall is fairly warm, though. Much different from Icefall. They don't like me in Icefall.
Why? What did you do in Icefall?
Oh. That's a long story. It's less what I did and more what someone in the past might have done.
Family drama. I understand.
You said you wanted to know where things were. Anywhere in particular?
Well, wanted to know if you know where Sylthia is, and
Far to the southeast.
southeast.
Across the glittering sands desert.
That sounds very magical.
How far a trip?
Many days.
Oh, well, you don't happen to have a horse for sale, or carrying, no?
What about Icefall? Is it close to Cornwall? Cornwall's pretty damn cold. You said it's warm. It's not. But maybe Icefall's worse.
Icefall is much worse. It's to the east. On the other end of Kesmax.
Oh. Alright. Must be quite a trip.
Northeast from here, east from Cornwall.
Quite a trip. Treacherous mountain.
Is anybody
And you,
interested?
young one, where are you from? I haven't seen eyes like that.
I'm sorry, Harold, but I don't know you. I'd rather not share that.
Make a deception check.
Oh no. It's a 24 before I roll an additional.
The head, like, of the cloaked figure turns towards you, Calvert, and looks in your direction.
Yeah, I just
You're quite
I have
unique.
spells that can do that for free.
Whereabouts are you?
I don't really call anyone home.
It's true.
I'm a wanderer.
like me. Well, hope our paths cross in the future. You would like
Where are you from?
originally from Sylvia, but that was a long time ago. I haven't been home in decades.
Still have family there? I miss my family.
So,
Oh, that's
It's been only a few weeks.
Get into some deep shit.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll see it again.
Alright,
so you wanted this land.
Oh yes, I've already.
Would you like? And the beard just like lifts up the broken lantern with the glove and like hands it to you.
Oh,
Oh, but would you make a discount for the lot?
I don't do discounts.
Are you sure?
But what if I roll?
Yes. I rolled these dice in front of you. What
All of
change your mind?
these, well, except for the broken lantern, all of these could be useful to me in the future. I have no problem holding on to them.
so you're saying the broken lantern won't be of use to you?
I don't think I would be able to fix it. Perhaps.
And what does the lantern do before, or did you come by it while it was broken?
I came by it while it was broken.
Mm.
It was in the ruins, in the lockbox,
Oh, okay.
Sounds like we should
protected
go
by a
over.
statue. It was a long ordeal.
Okay. Well,
It was in the this. It was in the same ruins that you found the branch.
Oh no,
Oh.
no. The branch. Those were interesting ruins. Have any of you ever seen a tower fall from the sky?
I don't believe so.
Fall from the sky. Was this in north by any chance?
That's true.
It was north of here, you could say.
Well, we are on a bit of a time crunch, so I will pass her the money. Him? They? We don't really know. Them?
No
Okay.
idea.
I'll pass them the money and then take it, just immediately start looking at it while I say,
Palm the money and put it in like almost a
yeah.
pouch under.
We really should be getting going, so if anybody wants any of these relics, perhaps now's the chance, or maybe we'll see them on their travels again.
I don't have any money
I
to
don't
buy
even, I
them.
think I just got ripped off, but I might be able to fix this.
That ring.
Yeah,
I'll take the ring.
very well. Hand it to you.
Cling, 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 cling. All my platinum plus the 20 gold.
It's only 10 platinum.
No, it's 500, right?
Oh, the ring was 5 hundo?
Five-
Oh, shit, Sharon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
500 and
Yeah.
1,000 for the branch.
you never know. It could be
Which we don't
useful.
even
I
know.
wanted a
what the branch
branch.
is.
Yeah.
Maybe if our other player was here and wanted a new wand, she would have been here on time. Just saying.
As you all leave the tent behind and emerge into the warm sunlight of the afternoon, it felt almost a little cold in there, aside from being dark.
Well, if we're all done our shopping, we should be on our way. We have a big adventure in front of us, trying to save you. But we got some useful items.
I'm a little scared of this. If I put it on my ring, do you think my hand's gonna go dark and something like that? Or
Well, if it truly is a magic ring, I believe you'll have to, what they say, attune to it to find out.
I mean, he looks like a shifty individual.
I rather like them.
Are you able to do that thing where you understand if there's magic and something?
I can.
Oh, actually, I lied. There's not a purple jewel on it. There's a black jewel on it.
Oh fuck!
That
Well,
changes everything.
It's a small.
Oh, now it is death.
Death ray.
I would be able to tell you what type of magic, if any, is
Are
on
you
it.
able to identify a broken object? If the enchantment still holds?
I could tell you if there is an enchantment on it.
Well, it's like this morning he had to do the whole like finger dance thing,
Oh, that's
so
true.
we should
Is
wait.
it quick?
It would take about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll wait.
Oh wait.
We'll wait. Sure. Professor, let's go.
By the way, just like I look at Arkmir, does he still have the big staff wrapped and carrying on his back? Just joking.
You all make your way through the Redstreet Bazaar, heading in the direction of the building the safe house
Yep.
that you heard from Alistair.
Yeah.
Bitch noir.
You turn the corner near the exit of
hiding bitch.
near the exit of the bazaar, trying to find like this exact stall. I think he'd said some stall that it was across from, or there was an alleyway across from a stall leading to this. It looks like house of sorts.
Wait, that's in this ward?
Yeah, we're in some
Oh shit! I thought it was the next ward. Oh, then
it's here.
There's a few.
That
houses
long day's
that you
travel's very
quickly-
quick.
You quickly clock the one that Alistair would have pointed
Described.
towards, yeah.
Well, I guess there it is.
Does it look occupied at all? As in,
Doors closed. Doesn't seem like anybody's there.
can I quickly do a? I'm not great at this, but can I quickly do a scan to see if anybody's been trailing us? If it looks like anybody's watching the house
Make a
from.
perception check.
I will assist you.
Can Smelly do anything? Well, if your sister me, okay. Natural 20 for a natural 20.
From this angle, it's kind of hard to make out, but as you kind of take a look closer, you very clearly identify on the top of the
crow.
roof of this building a crow sitting there looking at all of you, unmoving.
How far is the crow?
The fuck's his name
Like
again?
3 floors up
You can throw an axe.
on the roof of the building.
Wait, is that tied to his thing at all? Because I don't want you to kill a thing and then have him. You got 400 points of psychic damage.
How many people?
It's the guy
are
who
around?
was like, we met
How
him
many
at
people are around?
Lars.
I mean, you're
don't
at
think
like
you
the
wanna
edge
kill
of the
He
bazaar.
might die if you do this.
It's like the edge of the bazaar.
Okay.
There's quite a few people, but not like if you walk towards this down this alleyway towards this house, there'll be no one. The alleyway is mostly empty. But you might not be able to get like a
Rufus.
clear shot. This is like 3 floors up, and like it's sitting at like a perch. So.
Okay. Three floors up is.
If I see him
Roughly.
start to pull out an axe, I'm going to stop him. Do you pull out an axe?
Yes, I do. I definitely pull out of that.
Diamond,
I'm looking at it and pulling it back.
I understand your frustrations, but let's just remember that I believe his name was Rufus. Is tied with Miralar, and if you hit that bird with your axe, our friend might die.
Oh,
Just think, save it.
It's been following us for a while.
You'll have your chance.
I don't like the bird.
You're the opposite of I want my bird.
What are you all
It's
doing
a
at
little-
the front of this alleyway?
Yeah, I'll just very quiet. You'll get your chance.
Are there any windows in this?
Is it boarded?
The ones on the ground floor are boarded. There is, as you look, there's one on the ground floor that's boarded for sure. There's none that you can see on the front of this house on the second floor. But on the third floor, what would be the attic, like basically around where this bird is sitting, there is a round window.
What is the name of
This
this?
is we're just in an alleyway.
This
Or-
is where
It's in an alleyway, at
Okay.
the end of an alleyway, essentially.
I will
Alistair
just
said
make my
that
way
the
up.
safe house that they
Take a
follow
peek in
people
the window.
went to.
Oh, you're walking up the
Remember he
wall.
trailed the
Yeah,
razor
yeah.
guards. This is where they would have gone to.
Put your feet on the wall and start to climb up, and the crow like just looks over the ledge and is looking down at you, like directly at you.
Yeah. Hey Rufus. No, I'm not saying it loud. Hey Rufus.
As you approach, you look inside the window, and it looks like an empty attic of sorts.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of boxes that you can make out through like a dirt smudged window. It doesn't seem like it's been cleaned in a while. Covered with canvas, barrels of all sorts.
Can I open that
The
window?
window doesn't open.
Oh, it doesn't. Not at all.
Like it can kind of open for like ventilation, but you not like fully open to like get inside.
Can I prop it open for ventilation?
You can like open it a little bit. Yeah.
And like, do I hear anything in the inside?
Make a perception check.
Fuck.
Come on.
I really need to like
Come on.
somehow bump that skill up.
Come on.
Okay, that's cocked. That's on top of a bunch of
Be
dice.
more wise.
11.
You try to focus and try to hear, and the crow right in your ear goes.
So you just say, I'm working.
That's what you hear.
Yeah. Trying. All right. I'll make my way down. I don't know if along the way on the other floors at all, if I hear anything, the second floor or not, but
Has the rest of you kind of made your way up to the door
Yeah.
right now? Or?
Well,
Not that close.
Is
to
there
the
like a
building.
side alley or something?
This is
It's
at the
in an
end of an
alley.
alley.
Yeah.
So like this,
The end of an
this
alley?
building kind of makes up the end of an alley. There's the backs of other building kind of flanking it.
There any
all around you.
floor level windows?
yeah,
or
anything like any
that?
side doors, like a cellar door or anything that we can see that's
Side
not
doors.
just
On
walking.
The front is the only thing that's accessible to you.
on
The butt is not accessible?
Actually, I may just take a quick peek while I'm near the top. Is there any like entrance on the roof?
Just like a very thin chimney, like near the back end of the house. The house doesn't seem that big. It's maybe like 30, 40 feet across, 50 feet at most, like deep, and like barely 20 feet wide. It's not a big house.
It might be a basement though.
And then the other windows you said were all boarded?
Yes.
Okay.
The one on the ground floor is boarded from the inside, and there are no other windows that you can see. You can maybe like, if you try to squeeze and like climb onto one of the other buildings and like circle around, there's like one building on the back on the second floor, or one not building, a window on the back on the second floor, and there is almost like a sort of like, it's less of a courtyard and more just a place which is completely inaccessible from anywhere and not really a building could be built there. There's like some trash piles and stuff there that are piled up. But even this window is boarded up from the inside.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll come back and report those findings to everyone. But
seems like we don't have many options, but this is boarded. We could make a grand entrance, or we could try and be a little sneaky about it.
Front door?
I mean, if we're going in,
We're not sure
Not
if
very
anybody.
sneaky.
We're not sure if anybody will be here, but I think
we do need to be prepared if they are. I'm gonna pull out
if
my
there
dick
is someone
axe.
here, we probably don't want to announce our entrance if this is what we want to do right now.
What do
I
you
can try
propose?
and
We can try
open
and.
the door slowly here. Check for traps.
Either way, I'm still gonna be ready.
Looking around, like to the roof line, the other windows, or like any back towards where we came from in the alley. Anybody clocking us? Anybody?
Besides the crow.
Perception check.
The other thing I was going to check is, does it look like there's any
Make a
foot
perception check.
throughput, like foot traffic?
You said you were detecting traps.
Yes. So does it look like there's any like foot traffic that would have come through here like recently, like footsteps on the ground?
Dust, dirt.
Yeah.
Does anything smell out of place?
Make a perception check without the advantage, because you would have disadvantage anyways. But what did you?
15
15 for.
for perception, looking for people clocking.
Alleyway
us.
seems mostly empty right now. You don't spot anybody. You're fairly sure that it's empty right now. At
And
this
nobody
moment.
on the windows or up in the buildings looking at us.
No.
Okay.
16.
The door is not trapped.
Okay.
The door is also not locked.
14 for smell. Anything out of place. Blood.
You don't smell anything.
Not
Until
even in a house?
you.
Yeah, I'm
open the
gonna create like basically open it as slow as possible.
As soon as you open the door, there is a strong, overwhelming smell of blood. And as you open the door inside, you see strewn about 3 corpses with no wounds, but their eyes and noses like overflowing with like pool of blood
Oh,
that's
God.
been formed near all 3 of their corpses.
Oh, God.
And that's where we'll end this section.
We're gonna get into a battle with Vecna, guys.
Very well done on the creepy shit this
Yeah, that-
episode.
it's
yeah,
Halloween.
that
I'm a
was
little,
fun.
I'm a little
Yeah,
scared. Like
yeah.
a little hiss.
Alright.
That was good. Good
Thanks.
first
It was
episode back.
good to be back. We
Yeah.
will see and figure out how to deal with Astra's situation
Yeah.
asynchronously.
Yeah. She'll be like Pike. She'll just flow back in every now and then.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
Should have mounted in a puppy.
Bye. See you next week.